Hi guys, welcome back to Charlotte's Foliage. What I'm doing today is I'm going to make my own moss pole for my plant, my anthurium, and I thought I'd share the experience with you guys. I do have another video that shows you how to make a moss pole. I have my moss already prepared. The only thing I did with it is just added some water to moisten it. And the idea is that the petioles will begin to climb the moss pole. It'll make the plant look aesthetically pleasing, but it also that it'll push out more roots. And so that is the purpose of this. The planter that it's in, it's fine. It's just that I want to put the pole behind the planter and hopefully make her look a little bit better and kind of help her grow, because right now she's not growing. So we're going to try this out. In the meantime, let's get right into the video, and thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing Charlotte's Foliage. So what you want to start out with is, I like to buy super moss, and I didn't have any, so I'm going to use this long sphagnum moss. So I'm going to just take the moss and kind of sit it down in the center of the pole. I'm going to try to drain it because you don't want it soaking wet. You just want it damp. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just taking some moss. Got to remember to drain it. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm just taking this wet moss, I'm squeezing it, squeezing the excess water out of it. See? Because it has a lot of water in it. And I'm kind of making it like you would a Subway sandwich. I'm centering it, because what I'm going to do eventually is I'm going to roll it up and see if I can bind it together with some zip ties. And I have my zip ties here. So you can make a flat pole too. I have one of my plants, and I'll show you that here in a little bit, where I just have a flat pole. But this time I'm going to kind of make it not so flat, just a little bit rounded. So I can, once I get my moss in there, I can kind of tell where I need to add more. And I'll show you that here in a minute. I'm just going in, filling it in where it needs to be filled in. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I do try to make it a little neat. They do sell these poles on Amazon if you don't have the desire to make your own. But I'm saving money by making my own. And I'll get the same results, and I know this because I've done it before. Okay, so I'm kind of rolling the pole now. So I'm getting ready so I can start putting my zip ties in here. But I'm going to show you how this looks so far. See? All I did was tuck it in, and here's a section that you can see where the pole is. And then all I have is just some regular zip ties that I purchased from Lowe's, and I'm gonna just stick the zip ties through the fencing here, and once I get it all the way through here, I'm gonna tighten it up. So that it stays in place. Trying to get it in there. Good. Having a little trouble with it. But trouble don't last always. So there it goes. We're gonna stick it through. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here in just a second. See? I just took the zip tie and I tighten it. And then once I'm finished, I'll cut that excess part off. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go here and add on some more zip ties. So that it's secure. So I started putting some on the ends. Now I'm going into the center, and then I'll work my way through, down through the whole pole. Here. My hands are a little wet, so having a little bit of trouble sticking that through there. Sometimes it don't go through the hole like you want it to, so you just take it out and turn it the opposite direction. Sometimes it's just a matter of doing that. And that worked. So I hope you guys are staying safe during the pandemic, and hopefully you're vaccinated and boosted. If not, then you're wearing your mask and keeping yourself and your family safe. And I've had several family members that have unfortunately gotten COVID, but they were vaccinated, so it wasn't too bad for them. And thank God for that. And I think this is going to be around for us for a while. So we all need to just make preparation for it, just like we did with the flu. So I'm going to let you guys take a look at what I'm doing here. Trying not to make this video too long and bore you to death. But I hope I'm not boring you, because I love planting. I love plant content. I like learning from other people. That's how I learned how to do this, what I'm showing you. I learned it from someone else. So, I see some areas that can use some more ties, and then I'm going to show you exactly what I did here. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it serves the purpose. And I think my plant will be pleased. So, this is how it looks when you're finished with the zip ties. And you just take a pair of scissors and you go in and you cut off the excess. And that's just what I'm doing. I'm just cutting off the excess. Some people use a steel pole inside this moss pole, just to keep it sturdy inside the pot. But I haven't had any problems with keeping it sturdy inside the pot. I also am told that you can use some rocks inside your pot to keep it sturdy. But this is my moss pole, and this is how it looks. It's a little wet, but you can drain that. You can even squeeze it. I have this container here. So now what I want to do is figure out how we're gonna put her in her new home. Okay, so here's the plant. She's inside 2 pots, I believe. So this is the pot she's in. Now, it was suggested to get some rocks and put in here and to keep the weight down on the plant. So I'll be right back. Sorry guys, I'm back. I wasn't thinking. I have some rocks right here that I could have used instead of going all the way downstairs. And I'll show you those. See, just some rocks I have already. I'm gonna place them in the pot so they can weigh it down. And then what you wanna do is you wanna take your pole and put it, you can put it in this pot, but I think I'm going to put it in its regular pot. So let's see here. I think I'm going to pull her out here just so, trying not to disturb her roots. She already has moss already in here. See? So I'm just gonna go in here, put those rocks in here. I'm gonna stick the pole in here at the back of the plant, the pot. I'm gonna get a few more rocks. Just grabbing a few more I have here. Try to get it an even mix here. Move this stuff out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I just have this pot with the moss pole in there already. I got a few rocks, and now I'm going to take this plant. Hold on, I'm going to get a little bit of fresh soil since I disturbed the plant. Put a little fresh soil in here. I have my soil mixture already together just to make the plant a little happy, give her some nutrients. And then I'm going to gently place this plant in this pot. See? Trying not to disturb her roots. And then I'm going to backfill. You want to line the plant up as much as you can. And then I'm going to give it the same conditions it was already in to make her happy. This is just moss and some ponds, which is another medium you can put your plants in. And all I'm doing is pushing down the sides. And you notice the plant is not disturbed, and the pole is sitting upright. And I'm just backfilling. I'm trying to put everything back the way it was, with the exception of the moss pole. And it's some ponds in here. This is just another medium you can put your plant in. Keeps the plant from getting too compact. And then what you'll do, put a little bit more soil in here. What you'll do is you'll train the plant to grow up this moss pole, okay? The plant is still very small, but it will grow up the moss pole. And how you do that, to begin with, you can take one of these zip ties and you can bring the plant toward the pole. And you don't do it too tight. You just, I'm going to show you here. You're just bringing it in a little closer. The plant will thank you later, okay? So, not only does it look better, I think the plant likes it. And it's going to look more pleasing. This leaf, it continues to fold for some reason. It's been like that since I've had it. But, you get the picture. So let me show you what it looks like. This is your new plant and your new pole. Okay? And hopefully she'll grow more and be more happy, okay? Thanks for watching. I hope you continue to watch, like, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again. Bye.